All right, so good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone where which you're connecting with me live this beautiful Friday morning right here in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. First, I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who has taken time to follow us on a daily basis where we upload our videos to give you tips about how you can successfully execute your project right here in Nigeria. And for those who have taken time to subscribe to our channel, thank you so very much. And more importantly, for those people who believe in what we are doing, thank you. I cannot stop thanking you because, to be very honest, what we are currently achieving is as a result of the trust that you have for us. You have not seen me in person, you don't know my family, but you can entrust your money on me, and then you believe that we deliver, and we are delivering. Thank you so very much. This morning I am on my six bedroom bungalow right in Benin City, Edo State, and we are currently at the filling stage right now. And distance time, I'm going to be taking you through what we have been able to achieve in the past 2 weeks. What we've been able to achieve in the past 2 weeks, and currently we are about 75%. Um, we've achieved about 75% results on this project, wherewith we have about 25% to go further. If we have been able to achieve 75%, then I think the remaining 25% is achievable. But before I take you on a tour on this project, I'd like to give you factors. Five factors you need to consider to ensure that your filling project is successful. Five factors you need to consider to ensure that your filling project is successful. And why am I doing all this? It is because I am aware that so many clients are in search of knowledge. So many clients are in search of information. They want to know, I have 4 bedroom, I have 5 bedroom duplex or bungalow. How many trips of sand will it cost me to fill the house? I hope this person is not trying to take advantage of me. And this is the reason why I try as much as possible to be transparent. I try as much as possible to say it out the way it is. Do you know why? This is why I do it. I share a different view that it is not until I take your material before I can make my money. The point is, I know the value I'm rendering. As such, anybody who desires my services will pay for my what? Pay for the value I'm rendering. So, if I'm telling you that I'm using 5 bags of cement, it should be 5 bags of cement. Anything more than that, if your cements are remaining, I will tell you your cements are remaining. We did a job of recent. We budgeted 30 bags of cement for that project. It's an interesting to know that we ended up using 20. And I told you that we ended up using 20 bags of cement. And to a very large extent, I told a friend, and a colleague was like, come on, why you go do that kind of thing? And I laughed. Do you know why? Because it is the value that I share as a person. And this is the consciousness of what we are building as a company. So very quickly, if you know you have a project and it has gotten to the filling stage or you are preparing for yours, these are the factors you need to consider. Number one, the size of your project. Don't allow anybody confuse you that now so I tell you 30 trips of sand for my own 4 bedroom flat. As such, now 30 trips of sand is a lie. The size of your project is a factor. Don't forget so soon that when you were telling your architecture, allow that room, make it big, small, that working closet, give it small space, in that my toilet, I want to put jacuzzi. That's your friend that told you use 30 trips of sand. Does he have jacuzzi in his bedroom? The size of his, does he even have a working closet in his room? The size of his room and the size of your room, are they the same thing? No. You get the point? The size of your project will also determine. So you must ensure that if you are working with an engineer or a project manager, as the case may be, don't forget, I used to hammer this. Ensure you give your project to people you can trust. And if this has been achieved, if your engineer is telling you that, we need 3 trips, we need 5 trips, trust his decision. Why? Because you know that he's handling your project for you. And he should do what you know that he will always do as what is right. So Don't forget that the size of it, for example, I'm going to be taking you around. You need to see the size of the living room of this project. Currently, as we speak, this living room has taken 10 trips, 2 in 1. Because of this area, they really did not use 4 in 1, so we're using 2 in 1 trips. The sitting room alone has taken 10 trips, and it still remains 1 trip. I will show you. You get the point. So don't forget the size of your project. Number 2, the depth of the foundation. The depth of the, so when I say the depth of the foundation, I mean the what? The length of the foundation. So you see some foundation are just 3 coaches. Some foundation are 4 coaches, while some foundation are 7 coaches. What is the factor of this? Why do we have some foundation that are high? It is because of the topography of the land. So when I say topography, I simply means the slopiness. So some land are like this. You get the point. So if a land is like this and a flat land, you cannot compare the both of them together. So number one, that's number 1. Number 2, if as an engineer, we realize the fact that within this area, they may experience flooding. You get the point. What do? We raise the foundation up to ensure that at the end of the day, when we are done building the house, erosion will not start entering your compound. The depth of your foundation also determine. So you can imagine where some people have 7 coaches. In one of our sites, we have 7 coaches. So you can imagine the rate of sand that will be costed for that project. Number 3, the cost of purchasing your filling sand. The cost of purchasing your filling sand. So right here where we have this project, we're purchasing a 2 in 1 trip for 20,000 naira. 1 truck of a 2 in 1 trip for 20,000 naira. You get the point? And it's determined by location. Some persons will tell you theirs is 24,000. Some persons will tell you theirs is 25,000. And some persons may even go below 20,000 naira. It all depends on your location. And at the same time, there are several factors. Also, probably your bargaining power or relationship. So there are some people who may end up giving you for probably 18,500 or 19,000. And there are some people who can probably give you for 24,000 or 25,000, depending on your relationship with the person. But right here on this site, we're getting asked for 20,000 naira per trip. And you need to know how many trips we budget for this project. I will tell you shortly as we continue. Number 4, the season you are executing your project. The season you are executing your project is also a determining factor. So if you are executing your project, for example, in a rainy season, for example, you know what that means. Then that means that so many tipper drivers will tell you, we know the work, the pit is drawing, the this is that, the that is that. These are factors. The time you are executing your project is also a factor. Number 5, but not the least, or will be my last point for today, is the person handling your project. The person handling your project have a very high stake on the cost of executing your project. On this 6 bed that we're currently executing right now, on our budget, we budgeted for 70 trips of 2 in 1 sand. 70 trips of 2 in 1 sand. And it is because, not that the 70 trips will come into the main building itself. No, it is because we are also carrying out measures to ensure the property is well protected. And one of those measures is what we can also call as the backfilling. So the consequences of not backfilling your project is that as soon as you fill inside the project, that's inside the building, and you do not ensure that you do a proper filling at the surrounding, once rain falls and the sand cakes, if you're not careful, the house will begin to tear apart. So we also are budgeting that we're also going to do a proper backfilling of the house. But thus far, we have been able to bring in about 45 trips of sand. Currently, we budgeted for currently the first phase of this project, 45 trips of sand. That means we brought in 25 trips first, and then the second batch, which is the second 20 trips, are already coming in already. Let me take you so you can see the successes we have achieved thus far. don't forget that you and I need to understand that to achieving success in anything, the client and also the project manager or the engineer, as the case may be, must understand what they need to do to achieve success on their project. And I want to say a very big thank you to my clients. Thank you for finding time to trust me. I'm a very young boy. In short, I'm not married, but I'm working towards it. I'm not married, but I'm working towards it. And you know what it means to trust your money on someone you just saw on the internet. You don't know his family, you don't know his house, you don't know his office, but you just believe that I've seen this guy quite a while. I've followed him, and I think this guy knows what he's doing. And we are happy we are achieving this success. So follow me as I take you around. All right. So we're still on set. We're still on set. All right. So this is the living room. You can see this is the living room. This point you are seeing right now is the living room. So you can see that end that it's almost completed. This point you are seeing is the dining. This point you are seeing is currently the dining, while right here you have the visitors. You have the visitors room. You have the veranda. You have the veranda right here, and then you have the first room right here, as I said already. You have the first room. You have the second room, and also the master's room has been completed. My Oga, morning, sir. God bless you, sir. God bless you also. So this is the master's room. The master's room has been completed. Trust me, in our designs, close to the master's room, you always have the mama's room. So the wife's room also, it's remaining the walk-in closet. Remaining the walk-in closet, yes. And then this is my friend's room. This is the daughter's room. Yes, this is the daughter's room, yes. So almost completed. And then you have the walk-in closet and the bedroom as well. The walk-in closet and the bedroom as well. Right here is the laundry. So this is the laundry. Right here is the laundry. And then let me take you to the kitchen. So this is the kitchen. You can see the kitchen, how massive the kitchen is. This is the kitchen. And this is the balcony that leads to the kitchen. And that other little end right there is the kitchen storehouse. Thank you so very much for taking time to follow us on every of our piece. Thank you so very much. My name still remains Victor Olise, and I remain your project manager plug. If you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button right about now and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and God bless you.